everyone. Welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It's time for the Friday night on the Homestead, and tonight's topic is it too soon to plant? How's everybody doing out there? Ooh, I just realized I need to turn my other light on here. Boom. And get the all the out of the green screen. Yes, I use the green screen. All right. First thing I want to do is say hi to everybody. First one in was Troop 1351, followed by Walt Rogers. And then Phelan Clan Wolf and Duncan 1900 Homestead. Cruisin' is Fun Anytime is here. Keith Gronk, Tibor, Idaho Garden Girl, All the Things Acres. And Pastor McQuaddy's here, and she said, not if you plant inside. And yes, I've been planting inside. Of course, most of you should know that already. Catching up here. I'm sure not missing anybody. Everybody's talking back and forth. Oh, we have some news here. Pastor McQuaddy posted her first video on YouTube. Woohoo! All right, Suburban Hillbillies here. Did I say Idaho Garden Girl's here? She's here. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody down here to the bottom here. All righty. Cool. Thank you. And thank you, Brenda, for putting up the, please hit the thumbs up, share me out, get the, this information out there. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And once again, Ben Davidson over at Suspicious Observers was talking about, the geomagnetic storm from the corona holes and stuff going by, and indicated an uptick last night in the geomagnetic solar winds, and shown it has starting to drop off, but he says he is expecting it to come back up again. So one of these times I'm going to find out exactly where he's pulling that from, and so I can have that up, so I can bring that up at any time. All right, Jack Pine Savage is here. Hey, welcome. Cool. You wait until Memorial Day. Well, yeah, we've had snow here in southern Idaho. We've had snow as late as June 4th. But wait, did I miss it? Oh, okay. Yeah, whenever Hugo Homestead comes in, I go, it's CB. Idaho. Yeah, I got a great joke about that, but maybe I'll tell it later. All right, all right, so a couple things going on here. I am doing two channel members giveaway, and before I do that, I'm gonna have to take do some side work here to pull it out, and I got the update pulling up right now, because there's 5 more members than there were the last time I updated this list that's going by on the bottom. So, and so I'll be doing that later on. But let's get over here now to this. So, is it too soon to plant? So, what am I talking about? Well, I think everybody realizes those in the northern states are realizing, hey, it's still snowing or freezing and stuff. What's it? I froze again. No pun intended. Yeah, it was last night. My wife called and we were talking about stuff, and she goes, "Yeah, we're supposed to be past our last frost date." And I started laughing, and she goes, "What?" I told her, "Yeah, there's going to be a couple more frost hitting the San Francisco Bay Area, and there's supposed to be another hard freeze coming in about sometime within the next week to 2 weeks. Sometime in that time frame, supposed to get another hard freeze up there. She goes, "Oh, it's a good thing I'm not planning on planting much until I find out whether the soils it got contaminated from the refinery blowing off some of the catalysts. They had a catalyst leak on the refinery a few miles away. But over the last 50 years or so, I don't recall any time the wind blowing in the direction from the refinery towards the properties there in Northern California. Usually it blows straight east to west, west to east, or kind of in a northerly direction, not in a southerly direction from the refinery. So she should be okay. But I also gave her all the information last night for the refinery's hotline to get the soil tested and stuff like that. Shawnee Shave is in the house. Yeah. Oh, right now, talking about indoor gardening there. So I was over babysitting the grandsons across the street today, and my daughter's Grand Rapids lettuce I gave her was going, and every time I went over there, it's like, hey, this is dry, and I pour a bunch of water on it. Finally got her to start, reaching down in there, checking it daily, and now all of a sudden it's going on them. So between my lettuce going bonkers and her lettuce now starting to take off, the grandkids are getting a lot of lettuce to snack on, and so are the rabbits over there. Hey, Alicia, how's it going? And it was so scheduled here today is our first schedule. It was our last scheduled frost date. Yeah. Cool. All righty. So, and that was one of the things my wife was saying to people on Facebook. She and several others are going around. Don't put the tomatoes out yet. We may be past the last frost date, but don't put the tomatoes out. When I talked to her, she goes, "Oh crap! It's a good thing we were saying that." All righty. So, let me check. I got it here. Did I get it? Did I get it? Nope. Still haven't gotten the information. All right. So I can't do a total update on the weight loss challenge. Monday I totally spaced and forgot to schedule a live and just totally missed it and everything. See if I can find it here about bonking and everything out. So I got the numbers from the collective. The collective is at 1373 total for the team. Waiting on the numbers from the Ungrateful Losers. So hopefully I'll get those numbers. Maybe Wayne will get that email tonight and give me those numbers. And if anybody's on the Ungrateful Peasants, the Ungrateful Losers team, please get your numbers over there to Wayne so he can get them to me. All right. So enough of the weight loss challenge, which lettuce is good for, by the way. All right. So there have been places around the country where people say, "Oh, the flowers are starting to bloom," and then they get a freeze. So, yeah, all right. Tibor's putting out the weather advisory there. So, and it's not just the freezes. It could be high winds and stuff, which are going to damage new crops and everything else. And if you got supercells moving through the area, you could get hail coming down on the new plants and stuff. So that's one of the things to think about here. And if you have a greenhouse and you don't have any sort of heater out there, including just the little heating pads underneath the trays, and it gets really cold, it can devastate your plants out in your little greenhouse. There are several freeze warnings still going out. So, hey, unless you're down in Florida down there with How to Garden, Fishes and Loaves Live, Homestead Aquarius, and a few others down there, you really got to watch out for it. Let's see, 20%. 20% of 13 cents is a penny. All right, and of course NOAA, the National National Oceanic and Atmospheric Academy, puts out these type of things and stuff. So if you see something coming out like this from NOAA, take heed to it. They're not wrong that very often. All right. One of the things that you can do to check on your conditions is also make sure you measure the temperature of the soil. Martha at Old School Prepper has done a couple of videos on, soil temperatures and on the different plants and stuff, which ones you can plant with temperatures. So it's not just the ambient air temperature, it's actually the ground temperature. Because you could be out there like today, it was up into the mid to low 40s, and it's like, oh, nice. And I go walking across to go across the street there. And it's like, wait a minute, the ground's still frozen hard here. So, and there's different type of they got thermometers here. You can just take and it says cool and warm temperatures for the soil, and it reads it down at the depth for seeds and stuff. And it depends on the plants what you can do on those seeds. And see here. Now, most of you aren't going to be able to see this chart, but you can pull it up, Google vegetable planting chart with soil temperature. And it has a column here for soil temperatures. And it also has a frost tolerance column here. And what's interesting, you got like arugula, asparagus, good frost tolerance. Bean, none. Beet, good. Broccoli, good. And it has a little B after it. I couldn't find what the B was supposed to be for. Brussels sprouts is good. Cabbage is good with a little beak. Chinese cabbage is good. Carrots are good. Cauliflower is good with a little B after it. Corn, none. Cucumber, none. Fava bean, good. Kale, good. Leek, good. Lettuce, good. Bunching onion, good. Pak choy, good. Parsnip, good. Pea, good. Pepper, none. Radichico is good. Radish is good. Spinach is good. Summer squash, none. Winter squash, none. Swiss chard, fair. Tomato, none. Turnip, good. And then it lists here the minimum soil temperature for some of these. Arugula is the minimum soil temperature is 40 degrees. Most of the stuff here is 60 degrees. Chinese cabbage is 45 degrees. Cucumber is 70 degrees. Fava bean kale is 40 degree minimum. Leek is 50. 40 for lettuce. 40 for pak choy and parsnip and peas. 70 for peppers. 40 for that radico and radish and spinach. 70 for summer squash, winter squash, and tomatoes. Swiss chard is 50. Turnip is 50. So that, having a chart like this and having a temperature gauge clues you in really quick as far as whether your soil condition is warm enough to plant, not to mention the atmospheric temperature. And I think another resource is the Old Farmer's Almanac. Has some good information in it. And then, of course, there is the university extensions. Every state has a university extension for agriculture, it seems. So you just need to check out the state universities and see what they have in the way of extension for agriculture or agricultural education, agricultural extensions. They call them different things, but you can check it out and get find out from the different from your state what they have for your state. All right. David Lynn, Prepper Principals in the house here. There's something else on the side chat I saw there I want to and I froze for a second here. Okay. If anybody knows anybody near Robinson, Illinois, they got his touchdown on the ground. Now, one of the things that get some things over here changed up here real quick. Oh, just got an update popped up here. 4.2 earthquake, Southern California. It's down south of LA, north of San Diego. One of the things that I've done a couple videos on, one of the things I do, it's called the wall of water. It works great. I had it snow on my tomatoes out there while they were in the wall of water. They survived just fine. There are things we talked about, extending things to do to help you extend it. When I did the greenhouses and stuff, talk about the row covers and stuff like that. Those are things you can help extend your growing season, and also help stave off last minute frosts. But the thing is, you need to track what goes in your area, and they have some really cool books out there. Let me see if I can find one here real quick. Going here to my garden wish list. I think I have it in the gardening, or I have it under books. Yeah, okay, it's not there. So oh, wow. I was just looking at it here, unless for some reason it dropped out of my list. I don't know where it could have gone. Gardening. It's not in the greenhouse one. No. It's not in the Gray Man Prepping. Yeah, it is in the Gray Man Prepping. I don't know why I stuck it there. I'm going to have to move those, but let me go ahead and open these up. Two other resources for you guys here. I'm opening these up here. And move to gardening. Okay, so let's go over here and we will show this here now. Log books. There are plenty of log books out there, monthly gardening organizers. You can put notes in there and everything else inside these. This one's $8, paperback, and it's not gonna. There it goes, showing the inside. So, you can have suppliers information, garden layouts, seasonal to-do lists information, year at a glance, monthly calendar. So you can write on the monthly calendars, you can write down what the temperatures are, so that next year you know what things are doing, how they're doing. But so you got sow and transplant lists and stuff. So there's a lot of things to do in here, and it just gives a short list here. It just goes on, but each month will be in there and everything else. That's just one of the ones there. And then there's then of course there's the one which several of the homesteading channels have been given away, the Clyde's Garden Planner, and it has a nice little slide here, and that red line going up and down there is the average last spring frost. And you can set it for when you have your averages, and it gives you a thing to work on when you can start planting stuff inside and outside and stuff like that. So those are a couple of things you guys can do for using it. Here, yeah, like I said, the soil was still frozen out there when I went out there. Most of the snow, I would say 80% is gone off the front, including the piles that I had pushed up. In the back, there's probably the garden area is about 90% defrosted, but I still got a lot of work to do before I can do any gardening this year. You know, I'm still putting in that new garden because I had poured the concrete there for the patio. But around behind on the north side of the shop where I got the IBC tote raised planter beds, they still got snow all around. There's still snow blown up against the north side of the shop. And so it's going to be a while before those are ready to plant. But I was out there checking it, and I got a lot of straw on early before the first snow in there. And I did a little digging out there through it just to check it out. And there's some of the strawberries in there still have, you know, some nice bright green leaves down under there. And there is some the stems on the or stalks, what do you call it, on the onions that are down in the straw are looking good. So we'll see what happens on that here later. Let's see how much that. Garden thought on top, pulled weeds, but shovel depth is still frozen. Yeah. And that's where that temperature gauge comes in handy to push down in there, because that, you know, that tells you what it feels like. If you're pushing it down in there and it's 38 degrees, yeah, it's probably still frozen farther down. Let's see here. Yeah. And you've been mowing grass for a month, yeah. It's, you know, where the snow has melted off off of most of my front lawn. It is, you know, brown like I've never seen it brown before, because we had so many of those extreme cold nights from the polar vortex that you didn't even have there wasn't even snow out there to protect it at the time. So it really, you know, hammered hard on the lawn and stuff. I'm just hoping that all the trees survived, all the new trees we put in this last year. But I was at actually, let me go ahead and throw this in here. Forgot to do that. For those that want to, let me go ahead and I'm going to replace the pinned comment with the, there we go, with the link for those that want to come up here and talk. One of the things that we are looking at is getting some some fruit trees, some Fuji apples, Granny Smith apples, and a couple of the Golden Crisp, which are really good for this area. However, someone on Facebook was saying, "Oh yeah, Costco has the potted fruit trees." And I said, "What types?" They said, "Oh, a bunch of apples. They got this thing." And this was about a month ago. And I checked my Costco, and nope, they didn't have it. Well, see, these people were a little bit farther south of me, about 10 miles south of me. So they'd go down to Pocatello, which is a bit warmer. And Pocatello had the potted trees and stuff. Last time I was up here at my Costco up here in Idaho Falls, they still didn't have any potted trees, but they had bare root trees. And it's like, sorry, I'm not going to get bare root trees. And it's been about a week and a half since I was last in here. And if these trees were in here then, being in this warm store, it's not good for those bare root trees because they're trying to grow and they're dying. It's not being taken care of. Oh, thank you, Tibor, for keeping this out there. All right, folks. Yeah. Yeah, good point. That's why I checked the Idaho University of Idaho Extension office up here in Idaho Falls to find out what trees are, and that's why we know the Granny Smith will grow here. We know the Fuji will grow here, the Golden Crisp, and then there's another one I can't remember off the top of my head. But we figure we're only going to plant 3 types of trees. We're not going to plant 100 different varieties. We're just going to plant a couple trees of the Grannies, a couple trees of the Fujis, and a couple of the Golden Crisps. And that'll be enough to keep all the grandkids and everybody else happy with apples. Oh. Yeah. How's it going? Yeah, the other trees that my wife wants to look at getting is stone fruit trees. So there's going to be some pears, apricots, peaches, and nectarines she wants to get here. Yeah, so Idaho Garden Girl got the blueberries and honeyberries. Actually, believe it or not, I can't find that hat anywhere. He stashed it somewhere. I had to get out a brand new green hat. I have 4 of them, and they're brand new that were given to me, and I had to pull another one out. But somewhere around the house, he took that hat off and stashed it. And so I've been going through the different rooms, checking things out. So I need to go back into the what we call the boys' room. It's got a big full-size bed for him to take naps in there, and it's got a train table and some other stuff in there. I need to go through that, check the closet, see if he stashed it in there. Hey, Ginger Ninja, how's it going? And if you're wondering what we're talking about, is I did a unboxing video yesterday or Wednesday on the on a new physician's balance arm scale, which is so much more accurate than the digital ones with the load sensors on it, or your regular spring scale you step on. The balance arm ones, if it's balanced before you step on it, it's going to be accurate when you get on it. Hey, Jujubee. Yeah, so there's a lot of there are a lot of plants and stuff that you can get. Now, when it comes to the trees and stuff, we've talked to the nurseries up here, and the one one that is just all trees, was saying, wait until until you're into June. Don't get any trees in May. Wait until you're in June, possibly the second week of June, then get trees to plant them. They have all their trees indoors. They keep them indoors for the winter, so they and they don't even bring them out. He says we don't even bring them out until June 1st. So, all right, I got to do something here real quick. Take that back, and I got to change that to this, and I got to pull up my current members, because it's saying I got 5 more than what I have on the wheel over there and stuff. So I'm going to do a quick update here, make sure I have everything here ready to go here, and download. There it is. Open. You guys can't see. I'm doing tech stuff here. Okay, that one down. And I'm pulling the members here now. That one. And that says that one there. Okay, so I need to get these numbers here, these names here, copy, come over here. Boom. Okay. And close that. And now I need to present, share screen. Yeah, I was busy babysitting tonight, so I just got over here a little bit beforehand. And shoot, hang on, I gotta stop that. I forgot to hit a button there, and I forgot to get to check everything before, because I only got over here about 20 minutes before I went live. So there we go. Now it's set. There we go. All right, so we're going to give away a $5 Amazon gift card here for channel members. And so we're going to spin the wheel here and see who wins it. Shawnee, are you still here? Shawnee, are you still here? Say I'm here. And let me put up something down here below here. There we go. Okay, Shawnee, there's the email. Send me an email, and then I will get the gift card out to you after the live stream. Okay, and I may or may not have your email, but still, just go ahead and send me it this time. That way, you don't have to go hunting for it. There we go. All righty, so got that there, and we're going to go back over here. We'll do another drawing in about 10 minutes for the second one. But if you are wanting to get your you have tomatoes or pepper plants, and even some like squash, cantaloupe, cucumbers, and stuff like that. Let me see if Amazon has it here. It looks like they do. Yeah, they got. Yeah, okay. They got similar ones. Yeah, so let's go over here and bring that up. Okay, so the some of these have little trays that for protecting stuff, but they it's stuff. But if you got these ones like the red one here with the red in it, and it's actually clear, they just put food coloring in the water to make it show for the photograph on some of them. And basically, what these work is they're little pockets, all sealed together here. You just fill each pocket up full of water, and generally they tilt to close at the top, and protects the tomato plants till they grow out of it. Not this last spring, but the spring before, I did. I used the Wall of Waters, which is the first ones that came out, company that came out with these. Everybody else is a knockoff of them. And used those out there. And it actually snowed on them. But because the tops were closed, none of the snow got into it. I went out there later in the day, saw snow, and most of the snow had melted off the Wall of Water. I went swept the snow off of it. The tomatoes were just fine. And when I finally pulled it off, I did a video on those. And when I finally pulled it off, I think it was about the June 10th. I mean, these tomatoes were pushing at the top there, and they survived snow and everything else, and they were doing absolutely great. And this thing here works great. Yeah, these, but these some of these companies here are, that have they call them seed cozies and stuff like that. It's cozy coats and stuff. They're all let me do this one here. Wall of water. Wall of water. Where is it? I'm not. These guys seem to. Okay, for some reason it's not bringing up the actual sale one over there. There it is, wall of water, and so that's what that looks like now. And you can see the little individual tubes there, going on it. But and stores that carry it, someone on eBay is the only one that I found the other one last year, and it was a whole bunch of people. I found and stuff like that. Right now it's like Natural Plant is carrying the 3-pack. Suburban Hobby Farmer carries it. Amazon does not carry it. They have the other ones. Here's some reviews, YouTube reviews on it from other people. But wall of water. Let's see what comes up on that one. This could be just an all ad thing. We'll see how best deals today. And it's not wanting to. Yeah, it's got the Cozy Co. Wall of Water original. So they got 11% off on the other one. That's a different one, but the actual Wall of Water. So all I know is the Wall of Water that I have. My mom got it back in 78, 79. And it was a 6-pack. And there's, still being used. It's CB at Homestead. So yeah, there's a lot of there are the wall of water because it retains heat, and during the night radiates the heat back out from the water, and it works really good. So if you do plant too soon, and all of a sudden it's like, there's supposed to be a frost tonight, and you have some of those in your stock, you can pull it out, fill it up with water, put it out there, and it'll be good. And if you're worried, if you're really worried about it being a hard freeze that night, you get like a little watering can, fill it full of warm water, and fill the tubes with warm water. That way it's warm, and it's going to have more heat during the night and keep things a little bit warmer. So that's just one of the things I use for it. So check with your weather system, your local weather about what everything's going on. Now there are several things you can check for weather. Where is it here? The National Weather Service. Bring that one up there. This is what it looks like. You go in National Weather Service and you just enter your own location. So if I was to type in where I'm at, Basalt, Idaho, and then it goes through and it shows what's coming up here. It says it's 37 degrees out there right now, and we have 20% chance of snow tonight. No, little or no snow accumulation tonight or tomorrow on Saturday. Got rain and snow likely before 3 p.m. tomorrow. Then rain likely. And then rain and snow. And then, little snow. Yeah, so basically this will tell you what you have coming up. Now, one of the other things you can do, let me go over here and bring it up again because I have several things hidden here. In my weather one here, I also have from another one here. I'll pop it up here. This is from the Weather Channel. You can go in there and you can plug in for your own city. And when I have my city in there, then I save it. So I just click on it, brings it back up. And, it gives a little bit different things, temperatures, and the ads kicking around. I hate that. So it's not listing light rain tomorrow. It's not listing any snow because they have the temperatures up here. So but the Weather Channel, sometimes has it no snow when it's going to snow. So, but the temperatures are a little bit closer to spot on for here. So, and then of course, if you want to look nationally, see what's going on nationally. And I've shared this other link a couple times here. The jet stream, you can see what the jet stream is doing. And it's a 10-day thing. You can either go across here at 6-hour increments going across to see how the weather pattern is moving across. This is up high. This is not down low where the tornadoes are. All right, this is the jet stream. You want to see down low, we got the other one here. I'll actually share the link on this next one here. Because this one you can set the altitude here. And this one was given to me by Martha at Old School Prepper. All right. And so I can set for right now, its temperature is 2 meters above the ground. Well, I can go up, come on, give me the drop down. I can take it up to, 500 meters above the ground. And you can see, let me see if I can get this to zoom in here. Like we're up too much. Where Tibor's talking about, you see the convergence through Kentucky and stuff here, and Tennessee and stuff. How you got the cold weather coming down, you got the warm, moist weather coming up here, and you're going to get stuff. But then you can click strictly for wind speeds, and then it shows wind speeds. And here's your color code for your wind speeds over on the side here. And so, and I'll put the cursor over there like 48 miles an hour, 46, 30s, 40s, 30s. So it's slowing down a little bit more up here, down to the 20s. Down here, we're 50 miles an hour by Memphis. 52 miles an hour. So, and these coming down here are in around here. So this one of the ones you can also see what's going on. You can tell all right, so this is up to 500 meters, and this is what's coming down from Canada. Got cold air coming down. I want to change the altitude, put this down to 100 meters above ground. And the speeds are a little bit slower, closer to the ground for the winds. But, yeah. Hey, Barry, how's it going? Storms, Radios, and Cats is in the house. All right, let's take it back over to here. And time to do another spin here. So let me get that back up there, set up again. Okay, and we're going to spin the wheel again here. And let's do a little shuffling here. And let's see. Who's going to win the other $5 Amazon gift card? All right, Chipper66. I have not seen Chipper in here. Has anybody seen Chipper66 in the chat? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not getting his name pulled up when I tried doing a search on him. And I have not seen Chipper at all. Give him another few seconds here. And we will see what happens here. And I don't see anything from Chipper. All right, go ahead and spin it again here and try to pick somebody else up. Garden State Gardener Joe. Is Joe in the house, or is he out there Ubering tonight? Sometimes Joe will just be listening while he Ubers. Give Joe a minute or so here to try to claim this $5 Amazon gift card. And I don't see his name popping up either when I do the search on it. Give him a few more seconds in just in case he's Ubering so he can, pull over quickly. Do it. All right. Watching the clock here. Okay. Doesn't look like we got Joe coming in. All right. So remove that and we'll try another one. It's going to be another day trying to give away money. Nobody's going to get it. Tina. I haven't seen Tina in the chat. Has anybody seen Tina in the chat? I have not seen Tina in the chat here. Let's see. Nope, I don't see Tina in the chat. Hey, Wide Family Farm is in the house, guys. Oh, Garden State Gardener. Oh, yeah. Okay. Since I didn't give it away and you finally made it in here, I'm going to send it to Joe. So, Joe, you got yourself a $5 Amazon gift card. And I'll get that sent out right after the live stream here. Okay. I want to take a quick look to see what's going on in this earthquake spot. Yeah, this earthquake is Escondido, a little bit north of Escondido. And it's so Southern California is rocking and rolling down into Tijuana, Mexico, and up to Victorville, and up towards Simi Valley. A little bit of shaking up there too. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and get rid of that since that was only 4.2. Nothing to get too excited about unless you're in it. Alrighty, let me go over here and pull this other one up. Okay, so track, and actually you can find online probably local weather for the last 5 years or more, where you can see what the average last frost date is for your area. And don't just look at the last frost date, look at average temperatures, because if they say like the last frost date is May 15th, but for that last frost date during the rest of the month of May, the temperatures have just been barely dipping down into freezing temperatures, and they're getting up into like the 50s or 60s during the daytime. But this year, they're saying the last frost date is still going to be the 15th, but the temperatures, everything leading up to it is much colder. That means that the ground is staying colder longer, so you're not going to be able to plant as early. And it means that most likely that last frost date at the last minute is going to get moved back. So all right. So coming up here on Monday here on Camppatton Family Compound. I don't have a topic for it yet. It's just open chat. If somebody has a specific topic they want to go over on Monday, hang on, let me throw it up here. Send me an email, Camppatton Family Compound, spelled just the way it is up here. 2 P's in Camppatton. So, and then we can, if you a good topic, we'll throw it up there or work it into the schedule. So that's for Monday is open topic right now, open chat. Tuesday over on Gray Man Prepping, we're going to be talking about what are you preparing for? Some people, like in Los Angeles, are preparing for earthquakes. People over in Florida and Georgia and South Carolina probably preparing for hurricanes. People up through the Tornado Alley there are preparing for tornadoes like tonight. And all 3 of those could be preparing for power outages as well, food shortages. Southern California can also be preparing for wildfires, and they get a lot of wildfires. So that's what we're going to be talking about is what are you preparing for? And we're going to talk about region, what's what I'm looking for here. So I'm having a tongue tied here. Regional typical events. So what usually happens in that area. And then we'll talk about certain areas that have what's in a blue moon events. So that way you can figure out what it is you want to prepare for. And that's what we're going to be talking about on Tuesday. Next week, Friday, April 7th is Good Friday, Easter weekend. I may or may not be going live next Friday. It all depends on what people want. And so I'll be putting out on Wednesday on my community tab, I'll put a poll out there, yes or no, do a live on Friday night. So that'll come out next Wednesday. Yeah. Some people don't believe in preparing. I hate to say it. Some people are like, oh, the government will save me. I don't have to do anything. And others are, oh, I believe in God. He'll save me, and I don't have to do anything. We're not going to go any farther than that tonight, but some of you know what my thoughts are on that scripturally wise. So, all right. So no from 11 to 3 on Good Friday, but otherwise you just go for it. Okay. So like it says, different people, Friday means different things to them, depending on their religion. So we'll just see what's going on. In the meantime, everyone, stay happy. Don't let life get you down. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps, water, food, medicine, clothing, stuff like that. And if you aren't planning on doing it, start planning on growing something this year. All right? All right, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you later on.